Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
We from Group 7 would like to present the third material regarding the form of business entity. Let me introduce myself. My name is Hestia Sinaga with the name 2305915 as moderator. And my colleagues,
Okay, my name is Saila Fardita Muntai.
Okay, my name is Dita Rahma Sakinati with names 2305900H.
My name is Muhammad Zakiuda with name 210590 and 31.
okay, Tita will read the first material. Tita is welcome.
Okay, thank you for moderator. And legal entity. A definition of legal entity. According to Van Stevigny and Lange-Meyer, a legal entity is an entity created by law to act as a representation of an individual in the context of state laws. Meanwhile, Halder and Binder define a legal entity as an entity that has separated asset and is administered by administrator with carry out these duties because of their position as manager of the said assets. Otto van Geert consider a legal entity as an entity that has a real existence in the legal system, acting as if it were an individual with its own will and will, which is determined through the dedication of the administrator and its members. Their dedication are seen as reflection of the will of the legal entity itself. Next. B. Elements of a legal entity. In order for a legal entities to be considered to have legal responsibility, there are 5 main elements that it must have. 1. Have a wealth that is separate from the wealth of the other individuals. B. Ideal goals that don't conflict with applicable laws and regulation. 3. Have a separate interest in legal activities. 4. Have a regular organizational structure in according with laws and regulation and internal regulation. 5. Officially registered as a legal entity is accordance with applicable legal provisions. Next. C. Legal entity requirement. Virgino Projodicoro states that two things needs to classification an entity as a legal entity are the needs of society and the provisions of laws. Sonawar Sukawati refers to the view of major from juridics related which sets out 4 criteria for making an entity a legal entity. Namely, 1. There must be assets separate from the assets of its member. 2. There must be an interest recognized and protected by law. 3. This interest must be stable over the long term. 4. There must be a purpose for fulfilling this interest that is separate from the interest of individuals members. Next. D. Types of business entities. 1. Public legal entity. Public legal entities, bodies or types that are created based on public law and regulation, the relationship between the state and citizen in relation to public interest. For example, criminal law, constitutional law, state administrative law, and international law. Example of public legal entities are regional governments, Bank Indonesia, and state. 2. Private legal entity. Private legal entity is a type of legal entity created based on civil law or a group of people who can create corporation from a business entity. Private legal entities generally have a profit objective, such as limited liability company or PT. Next, example of a legal entity. 1. Limited liability company or PT. Limited liability company is a from a business entities that a legal entity in Indonesia. PT has an ownership structure that divided into shares, and shareholders are only liable for the amount of capital paid into company because it is a legal entity. PT has the status of an entity that is separate from the owners, meaning that the company can act its own behalf, enter into agreements, and have assets and debts. 2. State-owned enterprises or BUMN. BUMN are business and entities whose capital wholly or mostly owned by the states through direct participant, originating from the separate state asset. BUMN are established to carry out business activities aimed at the meeting needs of the community and contributing to the country economic development. Okay, is this my presentation and I'm back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Dita, for delivering the first material about legal entities. Then the second material will be read by Sheila to Sheila as she pleases.
Okay, thanks to the moderator. I will read the material. Not a legal entity. A. Definition of not a legal entity. A company that is not a legal entity is private company established by several entrepreneurs simultaneously. This type of company covers various economic sectors such as trade, industry, and service, and is usually in the form of a firm or CV. Firms and CVs are regulated by the Commercial Law Code and involve partner or entrepreneurs who run the company with responsibilities in accordance with the legal characteristic of each firm, namely firms and CVs as explained below. Number 1, partnership firm. A firm is a type of partnership established to run a business under one joint name. Article 16 of the Commercial Code. Firma comes from the Dutch language, namely vennootschap under firma. In its establishment, members of the firms will submit personal assets according to the provision contained in the company's date of establishment. Various kinds of firms federation. Number 1, trading company. Number 2, non-trading company. Number 3, general firm. Number 4, limited firm. Number 2, limited partnership or CV. A limited partnership or commanditaire vennootschap is a firm partnership involving one or more limited partners. Limited partners, often called silent partner, contribute money, goods, or service, but are not involved in the management of the business. They receive a share of the profits in proportion to their contribution, and their liability is limited to the amount they invest. The main difference between a CV and firm is the presence of limited partners. The purpose of forming a CV is so that a business entity can carry out its business activity officially and legally according to the law. Because CV are generally established with a deed and registered through a notary so that they have a legal umbrella. In a non-legal entity company, there are two types of partner with different legal responsibilities according to the Commercial Code. Number one, complementary partners are active partners who are responsibility for managing the firm and CV. They bear the losses and asset the company. Based on this responsibility, complementary partners must bear the company's debts if the company cannot pay. Number two, limited partners or silent partners are passive partners who are not involved in the management of the company. They are the characteristic that distinguish CV from firms. Article 19 of the Commercial Code states that limited partner function as capital providers, and Article 20 of the Commercial Code emphasizes that they may not be involved in the management of the company, even if given power of attorney. Okay, that's all. I return it to the moderator.
Thank you, Sheila, for referring the second material about a not legal entity. Next, the third material will be read myself. Comparative. Definisi comparative. Comparative including the two law number 25 of 1092 are business entities whose members are individual and are legal entities. Which carry out their activities based on comparative principle. In addition, comparatives are also part of the people economic in a movement based the spirit of family. Cooperative are essentially a business entity formed with the aim of with aim of encouraging cooperative among individuals with economic limitation in order to achieve common goal. The establishment of this comparative aim to provide goods and service needed by its number, both individually and in group. Next. According to law number 12 of 167, the function of Indonesia Cooperative in explained as follows. 1. Indonesia Cooperative acts as a means to strengthen in the economic factor to improve community welfare. Indonesia cooperatives play a role in encouraging the democratization of the national economy. 3. Indonesia cooperatives are one of the main pillar of the country economy. 4. Indonesia cooperative function as an instrument for the community stranger to the nation economy and collaboration in the management the people economy. five elements of cooperatives. 1. Cooperatives is business entities. B. Cooperatives are group of the people and are cooperative legal entities. 3. Indonesia cooperatives are cooperatives that work based of cooperative principles. 4. Indonesia cooperatives are a people economic movement. 5. Indonesian cooperatives are based on family. Next. B. Type of cooperative. 1. Consumer cooperative. This is cooperative are formed to meet the daily needs of the number goods sold. In summer, cooperative must be more affordable than elsewhere because their main goal is to improve the welfare their member. 2. Service cooperative function to provide financial service in the form of loan to in member with lower interest rates to other financial institution. 3. Production cooperative. These cooperative are engaged in the provision of raw material production equipment and assist in the production and marketing of goods. Usually its member consists of similar production unit. The greater the volume of production, the sales is stronger by basing positive edges supplies by buyer. Next. The principles help be comparative in their implementation are as follow. 1. Membership in voluntary and open, meaning there is no element for coercion for anyone to become a member, and it is open to any qualified individual. 2. Comparative management is carried out democratically, which means that a member have equal voting right and can contribute decision making for the program of the cooperative. 3. The distribution of remaining business result is carried out fairly according to member distributor, which means that the member contribution, the great the portion of remaining business result obtained. 4. Capital returns are given of a limit basis, with the aim that the capital is used as much possible for the development of the cooperative. 5. Independent means that cooperative aim to progress through their or effort for the benefit for their member and the sustainability of their business. Next. The last material will be read by Jackie Jackie is welcome.
Thanks to the moderator. Okay, I will continue with the learning material, namely foundation. A definition. According to the Article 1.1 of Law Number 28 of 2000 on foundation, a foundation is a legal entity consisting of assets that are separate and allocated to achieve certain goals in the social, religious, and humanitarian fields. Foundations do not have members. In order to be recognized as a legal entity, foundation must meet the criteria and requirements set out in the law. A foundation is basically a wealth that is separate and given the status of legal entity based on the law. The foundation acts as a legal subject because the foundation is not real individual. It requires organs that function like real people, namely the trustees, supervisor, and management. In analogy with the law of limited liability companies, property, the trustees act like the GMS, the supervisor like the commissioners, and the management is similar to the board of directors. Next. The wealth separates in the foundation used to achieve certain goals in the social, humanitarian, and religious and other ideals fields. Therefore, in the principle, the foundation is 1. Separates wealth, 2. The asset of legal entity status, and 3. Is existing is aimed at achieving social, humanitarian, and religious goals. Theoretically, a foundation can be established by one or more people. A foundation does not have members, as do shareholders in a PT, and its existence is entirely directed at achieving social, humanitarian, and religious goals. Next, foundation activities. 1. Social sector. Foundation can organize formal and non-formal educational activities, run orphanage, nursing homes, and senior homes, as well as establish hospitals, polyclinics, laboratories, develop sports, conduct scientific research and comparative studies. 2. Religious field. Activities in this field include the development of worship facilities, the establishment of boarding schools and madrasah, the distribution of zakat, infak, and almsgiving, improving religious understanding, spreading religious teachings, and conducting comparative studies of religious. 3. Humanitarian field. The foundation can also help victims of natural disaster, the homeless, the poor, as well as provide the shelter and the funeral homes. In addition, the foundation can provide consumer protection and participate in the preservation of the environment. Next, requirement for establishing a foundation. 1. The foundation must have builders, managers, and supervisors. 2. The foundation is established by one or more founders by separating some of their wealth as the foundation initial wealth. 3. The establishment of the foundation is done through a notarial deed made in Indonesia. 4. A foundation can be established based on a will. 5. If the foundation is established by or together with the funds, the conditions and procedures for its establishment are regulated by government regulations. 6. The foundation obtains legal entity status after its date of establishment is ratified by the minister. 7. The name of the foundation must not be used by other foundation, must not conflict with public order and morality, and must be preceded by the work of foundation. Next. That's the material I conveyed. I return it to the moderator.
Thank you to Zaki for delivering the final material regarding the foundation. That's enough for our presentation. We apologize if there are any mistakes. We close with greeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.